Legend of Total War here with part 16 of my Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play campaign as Italy. Alright, so previously we defeated the Allies, and now we're going to make preparations for defeating Axis. So, I've just been thinking about how best to go about this. We've got, so looking at Axis, what was it? Diplomacy. Major countries. There are... So reorganized national China has now become a major player. Oh, God, that changes things. Because I wanted to, like, take out... Alright, gee, that changes things. I wanted to take out Axis straight away. I don't want this to be like a 5-year war. So now I need to come up with a plan. So anyway, what I'm thinking is that we should try to take these guys out one at a time. But which one first? So let's have a look at who's got the most force. Obviously Germany's got the most force, but they've also probably got the most territory to have to gain. So we're obviously going to use nuclear weapons. Let's have a look. It's got 234 divisions. How's the terrain look? Because that's important. Which would be the easiest to get to? Where's their victory points? Don't worry about Spain. They're too far away. At least at first. We could knock out Hungary very quickly, but they've only got 71 divisions. It might be best just to hold a defensive line across this and just take Germany out, because for some reason they have 1,000 divisions. Fuck me. 1,000 divisions. Alright. We're going to need some serious firepower to get in there. Now we also need to consider that only core victory points need to be taken, so we don't need to take Britain, for example, or Czechoslovakia. Is Vienna core? Yeah, Vienna is core. So we'll need to push into there. Let's see, where are my tanks? I got an idea. Let's, with these tanks here. Right, where is it? Let's use them in a concentrated fashion. I think I'm going to need to recruit some more troops. I could just add it to that, but I'm trying to keep things organized. Whoops. And another one as well. Because I've got heaps of manpower, so that's not a problem. And another one, why not? Because this is basically the last fight, so this is where we need everything that we can. Most of these divisions are just going to be used to defend our territory while I make it a push towards Germany. But we also need troops to cover our ground as we're going in. Because if we just go straight in here, Germany's not going to leave all of their troops on the front line. It's not like as soon as we break through, that's it, we just take everything. They're going to have troops all over the place. And so as our tanks are pushing through, infantry's going to need to fill in the gaps. There's almost no point, I think, in trying to... try to actually wipe out their divisions. They simply have too many. The war will take too long if we do it that way. We're definitely going to need more air wing divisions. How's my airports? No, not radar. Airports. I think we'll go a few more. So if you could get them done. That won't take too long. And also, how about forts? Okay, so yeah, originally I didn't plan to put forts here, but I'm going to now. Because we just left them as a front line. don't think this is going to be particularly difficult here. You know what I'm thinking? I know that front lines are actually pretty terrible for defense, because this is the biggest problem with front lines. What they do is they constantly try to determine where the troops are needed, but it doesn't take into consideration the entrenchment bonus, and so it'll quite happily drop a good entrenched position if it feels like another unit from somewhere else can help it, weakening other positions, and they constantly just weaken their own position. Better to just stay put. So some of these front lines I'm going to delete, because we're just going to stay put. This isn't going to be one where we stay put, they're going to move forward. So maybe with these, I don't care about technology anymore, we're not researching anything important. Put in offensive orders, not for them to activate, because I honestly, when I watch these guys activating the offensive order, it just makes me angry at how stupid they are. They just don't press the attack very well at all. I know you can put it in aggressive mode, but I don't feel like that does any better. So I'll be needing to kick these guys out of here, because I've got a lot of nukes in this area. I don't want to be disturbed. And then we need to make decisions on where we're going to put these nukes. Okay, so don't want front lines. If we're going to go to Germany first, because that's the big player, if we can take him out first, take these out and leave them static. Probably going to need you to assist. I don't know if I'll use you in airdrops. I don't know if that's going to help. Because like I could probably airlift them straight to Berlin, but then there'll be... Germany has so many troops, I don't know if it's going to be worth having them there. They're just going to get themselves killed. Why don't you help defend here? So I'm just getting them into position there. There's no point me building, or what, I was gonna say, there's no point me building these anywhere else, but maybe in America. They do take a long time to build, but I do need my nukes. Prioritize them because they take a while. Because I've got another army here in America that'll make sure we don't lose this. How long would that take to build? 30th of April 1956. Okay, it doesn't take too long to build. We haven't started justifying war against Berlin yet, because I'm just trying to get the last little details right before I get things going. Because once we've made our attack, if we're not 100% prepared, we're going to get royally fucked. And we've known that right from the get-go. I figured that maybe capturing some of these territories out here would have given me a bit more bonus, but when I looked at how many soldiers they had, I was like, what does it matter if I conquer Tibet? It doesn't matter in the slightest. Like, getting a few extra factories? No, they can field their troops easily, so it's just not going to help. We're going to be so badly outnumbered, but as soon as we knock out Germany, the rest of this should be pretty easy. And you as well. Come over here. I'll use my tanks to try to punch through. Okay, one of the armies is ready. I don't want to be disturbed about the technology anymore. It's not important. Actually, you know what I'm thinking? Why don't we use this army here, right? Like, from him, I'll use the front line. That's going to adjust things. I'll put someone else over there. That's fine. So who's... That way we know that these 5 here are right there. So I'm not like looking all over the place. Trying to keep things a little bit more organized. So orange, you... Okay, delete your front line. I think it's that one. Yep. And we'll put you over here. I've thinned our defenses here, but more troops are on the way, so it's okay. And at Romania. Where's red? Where are they going? Oh no, they're here. Where's... Where are they all? This one here. Oh, they're on their way, right, okay. And we'll also put an offensive line in, but we're not actually going to go ahead with it. Oh god, that's going to be really annoying looking at that. So that when we need to push the attack, they get the planning bonus. That's our best army here with our best field marshal. That's another army here. What are you doing? Well, let's send you to here first, just to defend it. So this one here is part of the tanks. I'm going to take him out of this. Same with the other tank. Give them a tank field army group. Okay. Now we're going with aircraft. Oh look, we're in surplus again. Where is it? 2.1 million. Okay. Stop. Stop with that. What should we make instead? I think the jet fighters are going to be crucial. Which one's better? That one's the better one. Can I... No, no. Let's say. I want to delete that other one. Or whatever, just throw all the production into that. Oh, actually low on aluminium. Alright, what else we got? Okay, so I mean I could import it, but I'm just using up factories. Yeah, but just it's gonna nag away at me if I don't finish these. I just don't want it disturbing me while I'm thinking about other things. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else I need to do. Yeah, everything else is done. Okay, so we're going to need to create air wings. Let's see. 2,000 planes in here. Mostly, oh shit. Mostly fighters. Because we just need air superiority. Okay, I got an idea with this. Let's just go somewhere, let's see, where are they unlikely to attack? America. Okay, so in this airfield here, I'm going to dump all of the aircraft that I just don't want to use. Because there's no option to, like, destroy these planes. I have no interest in holding on to them. I'm not a collector of planes. Just get rid of them. And this will just make it easier for me to just find the plane that I actually want to recruit. It's somewhere in the middle somewhere, and it's like trying to find a fucking needle in a haystack. Just get out of my bloody face. It's using up a lot of manpower, but if I ever want to, like, retrieve my manpower, I could just disband these air wings, so it's fine. Not that one. Because, yeah, we're putting it over the limit, but we can store as many as we want here. They're just not going to be effective, but we're not using these things. Good, see how it's keeping these things more organized? Man, I have a lot of tactical bombers. The hell? Surely I'm not creating new ones, right? So where am I getting this new shit from? I go down there and there's more. Fucking pricks. I guess that's just because of the jets. Just don't worry about them then. You know, 5. You know, barely any with some of these. Just get them out of my face. Okay, that should do. That should have tidied it up quite a bit. Should be a lot easier for me to scroll through and find it. Still fucking needle in a haystack. Hang on, was that it there? There it is, 19,000 of them, good. I really wish I could just be like, duplicate. You know, create template, duplicate. So what we'll want to do also is to make sure that the AI that Axis don't have air superiority. So right off the get-go, go and bomb all of their airports, because when their airports are bombed, they won't be able to field their guys. Okay, so what's the range? Oh yeah, look, it covers basically all of Europe. These jet fighters are great. It's right below Rocket Interceptor. Yeah, they require manpower. Oh, hang on, I was looking at the rocket in... No, never mind. Yeah, these don't require manpower. Okay, I might create some units of those after I'm done with these. Or maybe before. Well, the thing is, I can use them as an indication of where I need to go. Get the aces in there. They're all for jets. Those are good places for air wings, because I'm not likely to bomb those islands. See, these over here, these... Fuck, excuse me. These places are likely to be strategically bombed. Okay, I'm just thinking that some of Axis forces are actually in our airports, and so I'm gonna leave the faction so that they basically tell them to go home. Now if we have a look here, yeah, see now they've emptied, because I don't want them taking up my space. I'm trying to keep things organized without them fucking sitting here. Preparation is key here. Try and stay away from the frontiers as much as possible. It's going to use up a lot of my manpower doing this, because each air wing is like 40,000 people. How much do I get a month? 21,000. That's alright. Plus we can still increase our recruitment laws to all adults serve. I'd really prefer not to do that though. I have to keep track of where they fucking things are. I wish there was a Control F find. See, what we'll do is we probably won't have enough planes to actually have air superiority over everything simultaneously. So what we do is like send them all to southern France first, bomb that, then to northern France, bomb that section there, western Germany, bomb that, maybe even eastern Germany, bomb Berlin, Czechoslovakia, bomb it, just keep shifting it around, bomb them with all the nukes. I've got heaps of nukes, so that all of their infrastructure is fucked. Good thing we accumulated so many aces. It's going to make these guys just that little bit better. Oh, that's all of them used up. Okay, that's fine. So we've got to make sure Western Germany is hit first. Well, what if we just go around this way? That way I won't miss anything. We've almost done here. Don't have that many jets left. 9 more air wings. Actually, probably 10. Because more are being made. It was like 9,900. It'll make 100 by the time I'm done. Yeah, just got 23 more to make. Cool. Some of our troops are ready to go. Well, let's just deal with this first. More airfields. Yep, we got one in Sicily. Some of the old style as well, which we could use. Why not? I mean, they're not quite as good, but they're actually more reliable, but they just don't have as much attack. That wasn't one of them. It's alright. Some of the old style. I'll have them fly over Romania. And of course we'll need a few planes in reserve, but we'll for every one that gets shot down, I'm sure we'll make them fast enough. Our production's very good. So yeah, go fly over the Balkans. And then I want some rocket interceptors. I'm fine with putting these up front here. Because these don't use up any manpower either. Alright, there we go. I was clicking on the wrong one. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, do it over Western Germany. If they get shot down, I don't care. Okay, so these guys over here. 2 armies protecting this. I don't know if that's enough. It should be. What do we got over here? 2 armies there. Only 1 defending against Romania, so. Good thing we got lots of political power. Who else? Other army over here. Hang on, where are we going to put him? Put him in this army. Yep. What am I doing? And you go into this one. Where are we going to put you though? Got a lot of troops. Why don't we send him over here first, so we can deal with this quickly, because this area obviously here is not adequately defended. Because the sooner this is done, the sooner these guys can meet on the front lines. Because there's not that much space for them right now, but if we defeat Germany, I'm going to need them all over the place. I'm not bothering to fight in Africa, it's just not worth my time. We could take it, I just, like I said, I just don't care. All we have to do is take their core territories. And it seems like we're going to have to take on China as well, so that was really irritating that they joined Axis. But once these 4 here have capitulated, sorry, these 5 have capitulated, there's like South American factions left. That's about it. So then we just march straight over there. It should be relatively easy. China's not going to put up anywhere near as much of a fight as Germany. So, what are we going to do with him though? Got a full army group there. Where are we most likely? I suppose that the person most likely to give resistance is France over here. So, well, firstly, you got to create an army. General, I mean. And then we put him in. Okay, that's the tank group right there. You go in this one. They just stay static. Okay, there's no more being recruited. We've got. I think that's all sorted. I think we're ready to go. Alright, justify war. I'm gonna justify a war on Brandenburg. We got 150 days until all hell breaks loose. Didn't realize this navy was in the area. So put them on search and destroy. Right, we're probably going to want some naval bombers. Or really just tactical bombers are the same thing. Don't use up too much, but that should do it. That's too many. Oh, fuck, whatever. Fuck off. Right, what happened here? Just start again, No, just this one. Because you don't want them doing any naval invasions. I mean, we should probably compare how my fleet is compared to theirs. I absolutely hate going through this fucking list. This UI for such a tiny list, such a big list, is so fucking irritating. I can only see 3 at a time. Give me a big fucking list so I can see where I want to go. Okay, that's enough. And go in there. That'll do, just 2 of them in here. Because if they come over here, it doesn't matter. This is where we're most concerned with them. Okay, now, what was that fucking research? Okay. Now, maybe for the super heavy tanks, what's their reliability? I wouldn't say. Let's switch out some of these for a maintenance company to keep these guys under control. So what do we need most? We probably don't need them to be entrenched. So get rid of the engineer company. Support Rocket Sun. For maintenance company. So that gives us a 10% bonus, but we're still researching more. So hope. What's this? Oh, that's interesting. So we can actually capture enemy equipment. Interesting. Didn't know that. So maintenance company would be very good for factions that have no factories. Basically just steal whatever you can. So what have I researched in terms of maintenance companies? This is maintenance. Right, so we've got maintenance 2. That'll probably be ready before the war starts. It's got 100 days left. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so these 2 tanks here, their job is to just punch right through. Get prepared as much as possible. That way we've got 3.5 million for reinforcements. They're putting a lot of troops up here. So you guys just quickly defeat them and then come out through over and defeat this. Because I got a lot of my nuclear facilities in Turkey, so I obviously don't want them getting blown up. Or getting captured. Oh, what's this? War with Greece. Waste of time. I'd need like 3 or 4 armies to properly defend against this. What's this? The Union of Britain. Interesting. Communist. The fuck? And he's like fucking Chinese. Of course, because they took the rest of the UK. Alright, we should be ready. We're just waiting for the timer to run out now. So what time will that be? 16th of November, 1956. It's not too far off. How are we going with our construction? What's this infrastructure doing now? I'm just trying to think what I need. Probably just more nuclear reactors. I think we're good for everything else. So yeah, big push towards Berlin. I think we're going to need a lot of nukes on the front here, like straight off the bat, so that we can make this just giant push forward. And we just keep pushing. Push, 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 push. We've got 220 nukes here. Just massive push. Good, that's all done. Invite to faction. Yeah, nah. After Axis has been defeated, it'll be pretty easy, but maybe time consuming, to get rid of the last few factions left. If you have a look at how many is there non-aligned? Oh, there's actually not that many. Oh, but yeah, there's a lot of democratic countries. Because all the fascist ones should be part of Axis, I think. So don't need to worry about Venezuela. At least not at first. Slovakia. Germany's number 1. What's his strength? Okay. So he's got... Last time we saw it, it was 1,000 divisions, and it's probably recruited more since then. He's got 3.5 million reserves of population as well. Geez, really more construction. why don't we keep going with this? Still all good. Japan's not probably going to fall straight away. Now, don't get me wrong, we could probably win this game without ever dropping a nuke, but damn, it's a slow going burn to try and get that done, especially at this point here. I wonder if it might have actually been better if we didn't join Axis to begin with, and we actually attacked Axis right at the start with the Allies. Like, join the Allies, even though we're fascist. I don't know if that's possible. So that they don't get in our way when we go and declare war on everyone. You know, all those minor factions. But this is finishing things off. Okay, we're almost ready here. Oh no, what kind of date is someone expected to have conquered the entire world by? It was the 16th, I think. Alright, here we go. Slow down to 1. First things we need to know is where's the nuke? How's the air superiority? Okay, it hasn't gone in yet. Okay, we've got air superiority in Western Germany. So Western Germany is just these parts here. There's no one there. Well, no one there that we can see. So we can drop 2 nukes there, I think. And I want the heavy tanks, yeah, and the light tanks actually going through here. Let the infantry deal with these mountains. You push forward with them. Same with you. Just basically lock them in place. Ah, right, also. Let's not forget about this. Maybe just contain... Oh, there's not enough units there. Oh, wait, no, that's a lake, so it's okay. Come on, squash them. Okay, so the orders have been set, so hopefully we don't have to worry about them anymore. Shouldn't need to nuke this area. I might just go with containment there. There's more troops there than I had anticipated. Okay. Now, air support wise, what's going on with southern France here? Why is it taking so long? Get in there. Okay, good. We got southern France there, which ends about here, which ends there. Okay, so we start from this spot here. Just 1 nuke on each location should prevent them, for at least for the time being, from making any attacks. They've put a lot of troops over here as well. Also, not to forget, we need to bomb their airports. And also up here, Western Germany, where are their airports? There's one there, but where else? Ah, there. Okay. Okay, so let those nukes land. And then we need to adjust where we're going so that we can... What's going on here? They're making an attack. Just need to make sure everything's going to be fine for me. Oh yeah, look at the stats. Yeah, that's all good. Nukes are dropping. We're going to need nukes along here as well. Just starting with this. Is that going up? Okay, that's all good. Right, so for the time being, all the planes going up this way. Switch it over to the Alp region here. See how that goes. Just to give us air superiority so we can nuke in this section. So I want 2 nukes in each of these. Because then we're going to push forward. Mountaineer troops might have been more useful, but I can only have so many elite troops. So we just need to make do. A lot of troops there. We want to completely weaken them and then push them as far back as we can, capturing the victory points. What's he doing? Why isn't... Why did he get such a small... Well, whatever. Okay. Okay. Then... We've already used up a fair few nukes. Then we need the Northern Balkans. That should be enough. And I reckon just 1 nuke along here. This is of course to soften them up by enough to provide us with time. Good, we can nuke along here. Time to make a massive offensive against Germany. Okay, so now we need to get over here. That should be enough. Just 1's all we need. Just to soften them up. Because they're going to lose a lot of people from this. Okay, and what about their airports? I mean, it's yeah, just hit that as well. And what about this? Alright. Once these nukes hit, it's... also, what's our attack bonus? Planning bonus of 44%. Okay, cool. And this line here, just full on, pushes up as fast as we can. And probably the infantry should try to stop around here, and then the armor needs to go and collect all the, oh my, what the hell, no divisions. Doesn't matter. There's gonna be a big load of nukes happen here. Okay, we still got... Didn't I drop 2 nukes there, though? Maybe I only clicked 1 there. So if we can beat them to fight a defensive position, entrenched position on the mountains, yeah, we just keep pushing them back now. Oh my god. I've already killed 3 million people. And how are we going over here? Yep, they're pushing back. We're on the defense over here. I really don't want to have to use nukes on this. So you guys hurry up so you can assist them. Alright, good. All victories along this side here. And now we just make a nice push. Take out their victory points so this doesn't end up in a war where, 50 million people die. Just let this war be over the course of a couple of months. Looks like we've got them in full retreat in some areas. That's good. Gotta press the attack before they get the chance to rebuild their defenses. Anywhere where we see a red icon gets nuked. Got 173 here. I'm happy to use up, say, all of them bar 50 to get to Berlin. Well, really, we have to do whatever we can. If we have to use them all up, then we have to use them all up. Keep pushing. Don't stop. Go for the victory points. Okay, like I said, anywhere where there's red gets nuked. Alright, what do we need? Southern France is not a huge concern. This here is in Graz. How many units do they have there? I think one nuke will do that. I've already used up quite a lot of nukes. Enough. Give him another one then. Badly outnumbered, so we have to use nuclear weapons to win. Don't fucking fall back, you stupid frontline shits. Keep pushing against them. No going back. You go forward, only forward. Get to Vienna. We don't need to take Bohemia, because I don't think it's core. Yeah, it's not their core territory. We just need to take all the victory points that are part of their core territory. So they're putting a bit of resistance up over here. I guess they didn't destroy enough airports. It's okay. We have plenty to dedicate. Guess they don't want to get nuked there right now. Like I said, it's not a problem. So, looking at this, we have now killed 3.5 million. I've lost 13,000. We haven't captured any victory points yet, but that's okay. We can't capture anything right at the start. I just need to make sure nobody's sitting around doing nothing. Everyone needs to be fighting, pushing forward. Okay, good. We've taken... What's this? I think that's Graz. That's worth 5 victory points. Now, how much is 5 victory points worth it to Germany? %. Okay, so if that's the case, then they must have about 250 victory points. We only need to take... Well, wait. 250 victory points that we need to take. So, Berlin is worth 50, so that's 20%. 1/5. Vienna, that's 30. Munich is worth how much? 30. So both of those together, 60 victory points. We're going to have to get the Berlin, obviously. They're not going to surrender without losing Berlin. Also, we gain nuclear weapons like once every couple of days. So using a lot right at first, it's okay, we'll accumulate a lot. I think they're pushing us back here. So I say getting pocketed, that's not good. Okay, I think the one thing I didn't do very well was planning here. I really don't want to have to use a nuke though. If things start going pear-shaped, it's going well against them, but because those ones there are pocketed. But this is under-equipped. I really don't want to have to use a nuke on them because there's not that many of them there. And how they're going in America. Anyone there yet? Nope. If anyone shows up over here, you need to kill them. Cross there. I don't want to see anyone standing around or going backwards. You go north only. The only reason you should ever go south is to kill more Germans. That slipped south. Seems to be going well here. It's going to take them quite a bit of time to recover all that equipment. So just push them back really aggressively. What did I say? Get to Salzburg. pushing north. It's a micromanage, but gotta make sure we do it right. Yeah, not defending well over there. They opened that back up. Front lines are not really good for defense, I've found. Just capture whatever you can. Try not to let them capture the nuclear facilities, I kind of need them. Okay, so over here there's a... You guys going that direction? No, you go north up here. And don't worry, I'll nuke them, because there's a lot there. Okay, Innsbruck. Alright, I'll nuke them. Move forward. Move forward onto Munich. Okay, so we got a bit of a big push coming in over here. How many units are trying to attack? Quite a few. Alright, so this northern France. I don't think I nuked this. Rocket interceptors. Oh, well, whatever. Good. A few more nukes dropped. Okay, we need more over here. An hour to get there. Good, and then nuke. I think I can justify 2 there because there's a lot. Only forward. Good, we're actually overrunning some of the units as well. That'll help with just killing lots of them. Let's keep going. None of my units have been overrun yet, have they? No. Those guys were at a little bit of danger, but they seem to be okay now. Turned into a bit of a mess, which is kind of to be expected. So it's never going to be a clean war. I'm really starting to feel like some nukes here might be necessary. I'm just underprepared here. I didn't think they'd care that much about freaking Turkey. Okay. Not in everyone. Just wherever they've got a fair bit of strength. Okay. These nukes are supposed to be for pushing us over here. This here is just a distraction. This here is just to stop them from getting to my nuke facilities. We still don't have superiority here. Just one nuke should be enough. I don't think I'm sending that many across there. So it's a big push. Push this over here. Okay, you want me to nuke that? Sure, that's part of Alpine region. Damn, they're really putting in a lot of resistance there. Might actually need another air wing. Give them two, there's quite a few there. Tanks, hurry up, what are you doing? Get moving. Good job, tanks. Keep pushing. Alright, so how are we going against Germany so far? So they are currently 5% towards capitulation, but we haven't taken anything crucial yet. We've just taken a few minor things. Munich and Bavaria, Munich and Vienna, those are the first ones. Big major settlements that I think are going to count. Don't stop moving. Keep pushing forward. All energy needs to be pushing forward right now. So how'd those nukes go for us over here? Have to get rid of them. Don't let these guys get out of there. They're cut off. I just stopped him over there. It's fine. Focus over here and then just big push over this way. Roll them up like carpet. It'd be good to have that region just to hold the river crossing, but it's not crucial. Try and get to Frankfurt if you can. Other troops are going to come and fill in the gaps. So it'll be okay. To Nuremberg. I won't let anyone pocket you. Anyone that attacks you is going to get nuked. Get to Vienna. It's going really well so far. It's only been a couple of days. That's it, kill them. Germany's lost 1 million men, 4 million, and I've only lost 32,000. But of course, you know, what are you going to do against nukes? Apart from use nukes yourselves. But the AI doesn't really bother with nukes. I've already used up like 70 nukes. This way. Push them back over. You to come stand here, and I want to adjust this line a little bit. Shit. How do I edit this? Ah, right, from there. You guys fucking change all your orders? No, you do as I tell you. You push forward. I'll fucking nuke you. Push forward there. That's in Western Germany. Alright. Almost at Munich. Good stuff. Almost at Vienna. We do not need Prague. But if it's in our way, we can capture it. So push him back over. And the tanks are just falling behind. Down here. It's actually pretty good. We're pocketing off quite a few of them. It's going to make it good for them, because it's going to be difficult for them to send reinforcements up here. They had time to send reinforcements to fortify this position whilst we weren't at war. Ah, lovely, look at that. Lots of really important ships here getting destroyed. Need a nuke for that. Let's see. Just one should do it. Right at Munich, don't just stand there. Good. So, we've captured Munich. That's we're 23%, basically a quarter of the way. I've used a quarter of my, my nukes, but I feel like that's okay because, the damage has been done. We're not using so many of them now. Like, look how much damage is still done to all of these guys out here. They're not going to press an attack. Don't think I'll need another nuke there. Yeah, no, it's getting better. See if we can try and pocket these guys off. It'll be difficult though, because this is Germany. They're not exactly pushovers. Even when nuked, they'll still put up a decent fight. One guy, capture this. Nuke there. You got it. I thought I already nuked that. Oh, right. Yeah, I did. Oops. I shouldn't have done it again. Going. We got a bit of a gap here. Need you to come over here and hold it. Oh, I've already nuked that. Okay. We're breaking through their lines. I need you up here quickly. Look at him go. That's what we want to see. This is where the light tanks really shine. When you can break through the line like this. Excellent. Here, how are we going? That's looking good. We took the... Oh, we're almost taking the port here. Stop moving around, just go kill them. I think that's going to come under control. Once these guys are done, I'll use them to fill in the gaps that are seemingly popping up around here. Okay, that needs to be nuked. What's he doing? Strategically redeploying. Okay, so I need to nuke northern France. That should be enough. Two should do it. And some nukes up here, just for good measure. We don't want them coming across here. We're not that well fortified. Not yet. Okay. They might just push across there. Who knows? Good, look at that, pocketed. Nice. So we're pretty close to Berlin already. They're not going to be able to attack it from here, but what I can do is just go around and capture all these regions, force them to have to try to recapture it. Just really annoy the hell out of them. constantly fighting. Don't give them any time to rest. Because they can't reinforce themselves while they're under attack. We don't need to take Prague, but just do it anyway. If it's easy. Joke goes, all those guys died. Do we need a nuke there? Yeah, there's a lot of them. I'll use a nuke here, and there's heaps here, so nuke them. Good, we've taken Vienna, and we got Munich. Germany is 42% towards capitulation. That is a brilliant start. We take Germany out of the war, no one else is going to be able to stop us. What's the victory points? What we're going after that? I love how fast these light tanks are. Oh jeez, in the time that it took them to strategically deploy there, that's how far we had moved the frontier. Okay, nuke them there. So we don't really need to push too much further north here. I just need to take Vienna. I need you over here, yeah. The tanks to make a big push against the... What tanks? Against Berlin. Man, what a mess. But sort of like in a good way. Kind of got this under control here. How much is Magdeburg worth? Okay. I want you a big push for Berlin. The light tanks will just annoy them in the meantime. Dresden's worth 5 victory points. We'll need to take that, but go for Berlin first. Good, they're defending this reasonably well. Keep pushing. overrunning them as well. We're attacking them faster than they can retreat. There you go. Yep, that's it. They just plow right through over them. That's what we want to see. Nuke it. There's only 2 units in there, you just fight it. Okay, good, we've taken Frankfurt. How are we going? They are 53% towards capitulation. Yeah, the nuke's on its way there. Okay, maybe just back off. We don't need to attack them in that direction. Cut them off if you can, or just kill them, either way. Just get them out of here. It's going pretty well. Now, taking Berlin is not going to win us the war just yet. That's because it's only going to give us about 20% victory points. So bring them to 53 to 73, roughly. So we still need more territories. None of these are important. There's a bunch up here that's worth something. Hanover. That's... Stettin's worth 1. Poznan's worth 5. Poznan's part of Poland, so we don't need to take that. I was going to say German. Breslau, that's worth 10. Okay. Worry about that later. Maybe you should go after it, because he seems to be almost there. Just cross the river. If you bet Dresden. And then these guys come in here, fill in the gaps. That's exactly what I wanted them to do. Okay, might need a nuke over here. Give them 2 because there's so many. Casualties, nearly 5 million. It's 100 to 1 kill ratio, I think. Takes them a little while to cross the river, but these super heavy tanks, they're hard to kill. Don't know if I can justify a nuke right there. Just hold your ground as long as you can. If you have to fall back, it's not the end of the world. Should take that position though. Oh, this is risky as fuck. Oh no, don't do that. It's too risky. Okay, I think a nuke there would be a good idea. So this is in northern Germany now. Oh yeah, the rocket interceptors can barely make it. Keep them in here. They don't have much range. So we're just about an hour. Actually, we're at an hour and a half. Let's just keep going. See if I can take Berlin in this episode. It's nuke time. A lot of German soldiers around. Since we're about to take Berlin, we still got 124 nukes. Let's throw in a few nukes around. Mass route because of nuclear weapons. Okay, we're almost at Berlin. How's our victory points against them? It's now at 56. We don't have to take Prague. Well, it's just right there. Just take it away from them anyway. I don't have much force over here. So yeah, we need some nukes to soften their soften their attacks. Arrive in 16 hours. Bet the light tank will get there first. Good, we got to Berlin. So yeah, got them to 76%. It was basically exactly 20% bonus there. Good, that's a great start to that. It's all about preparation. We over-prepared, maybe. Well, you know, over-preparation just means that a successful result. Used up a lot of nukes, probably half of my total amount that I started at the war. At least I keep making more. We've got 82 nuclear reactors. But once Germany's been defeated, I probably won't need to drop nukes down every 5 minutes. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Part 17 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.